Justin Fields has been really good so far. I think everybody thinks he's been really good. But Ryan Day, during this bye week for Ohio State, has been talking about all the things. They gave every player 3 things to get better at. So we're trying to figure out maybe what were the 3 things that Justin Fields could work on. What could he really get better at, Nathan, Steven, Doug? I'm having a hard time with it, and I think I asked Dwayne Haskins about this point blank last year because I thought all year Urban Meyer, on purpose, talked down Dwayne Haskins because Dwayne Haskins has inner confidence, so the coach is saying we got to make sure he doesn't get a big head. I felt like what Ryan Day said on Monday about Justin Fields was the same kind of thing. Justin Fields has confidence in himself. He doesn't need to get his confidence from his coach. So Ryan Day was like, well, he hasn't been that good. And I was like, I don't know, man. But are there things you have a couple examples maybe, Steven, of where he could get better?
Yeah, and it's probably nitpicking, but when you're 6-0 and you're blowing everybody out, you got to get nitpicky. Justin Fields has 1 interception this year, but there's 3 or 4 other opportunities where he could have gotten picked off. He had one early in the game against Michigan State in kind of the same situation where he threw a pass he probably shouldn't have thrown. They just dropped the ball and didn't get the interception. Later on in the game, he had the same thing, and they did pick the ball off, and he had his first career interception. So there's still he still has those tendencies that maybe we talk about with dual threat quarterbacks where sometimes they're going to have some bad turnovers when they're trying to make a play. And some of that's just he has the Adrian Martinez tendency sometimes. And so I think if there's something there he needs to work on, that's what it is.
And you had mentioned, I wrote something about the Browns on Monday that every time they make a mistake, it turns into a pick. They end up paying for it. You feel like maybe Justin has made some mistakes and not really had to pay for it.
Yeah, no. Unlike Baker Mayfield, when he throws a weird pass or his wide receiver just doesn't catch the ball, it's not a turnover. They get another opportunity, and I know his coach is probably going, you can't throw passes like that. Well, with Baker Mayfield, he's literally seeing why he can't throw passes like that.
So, Nathan, you've been on this a little bit this year, a thing in terms of the way they are protecting Justin Fields and the decisions he's making, and that's where you think he still could improve.
Yeah, look, every quarterback is going to have some issues with a good pass rush. That's why you bring a pass rush. You're bringing pressure on guys. You're trying to dislodge them. You're trying to get in their heads a little bit, let alone tackle them, sack them, that sort of thing. I do think there are some times, and Jeff Hafley was talking today about how tough Fields is to go up against a practice because of how long he can let plays develop and then pull it down and run. I still think he's not all the way there as far as the finer points of that. I think Fields still needs to improve his awareness just a little bit as far as how long that play needs to develop and when he needs to pull it down and run it. And I'm still not 100% sure whether he's been told to err on the side of not throwing it or if that's all just his decision to stand in there and try to prove himself as a passer as long as possible. But he's taken a few more sacks than I think they're comfortable with. I think he's taken a few more sacks than what the numbers would suggest he should at this point, something to clear up in the second half of the season.
If you want more information like this in your phone a couple times a day, try Project Text. Go to cleveland.com/OSU. I'm sending a couple texts every day about the Buckeyes. It's a 14-day free trial, only $4 a month after that. Steven, Nathan, Doug, coverage all week at cleveland.com.